Hello, my name is George Bucur. I'm playing basketball since forever. I think since I was 12, 13, something like that.
My name is Nicu, which is short for Nikolai, and I've been playing basketball for 2 years now, 3.5 years.
Hello everybody, my name is Francis and I've been playing basketball for long. I can't remember, I think it was 14 years old that I started playing basketball.
I started to play basketball because I really sucked at football, and very often I was just going and shooting the ball, and without knowing any rules or stuff like that. And at some point, when I started to play with other guys a little older than me, I discovered that I can shoot. And slowly, I fell in love with the basketball, mostly because you have an instant gratification. You can score a basket and you're happy. When you're playing football, you can play for 2 years without scoring a goal.
I was playing football in the beginning and I was seeing like a lot of young ones that were playing like basketball, and I thought I'm gonna try the sport because it's fun. So I've been trying that playing in high school, and all of a sudden I started enjoying it. I saw that people are like doing it and a lot of chicks were around, so they were playing basketball too. And I thought, hey, look, that's an intriguing way like to get into women that I like or something like that. So I started playing just for fun, just to get better at it in the beginning. Eventually, I just thought I have the potential like to actually be a good player, because I really learned fast a lot of moves, a lot of things like from basketball. And I thought, why not? I should do this like more often. And I started playing like for 1 year, 2 years. And all of a sudden I went to the States when I was like 16 and I discovered like a whole new level of basketball. So
I played professional soccer for about 4 years, and I used to hate basketball because of my two big brothers. I have two big brothers, so they're of course a lot taller than me. When I was little, they were taller than me, and they used to just slap the ball out of my hands and try hard on me, and I hated basketball. But once I grew up and I started playing in the high school team, I just fell in love with it. It's like I found art in basketball.
It's like an international language. You don't need to know anything. You don't need to say anything. You say, who's next? Can I play next or something like that? And it's everywhere I've been is the same. So, and that's how I fell in love with it.
you can go in any country you would like around the world, and actually basketball it's a kind of a language. Basketball taught me how to be patient, how to lose, how to meet a lot of people that offer you opportunity. It taught me patience, it taught me confidence, it taught me literally how to play the game of life.
I know it sounds kind of profound, but basketball changed my life. I'm not saying that I had a bad life and I had to grind my way up, but I feel like basketball builds character, and it just changed my perspective on life, because I used to take everything for granted, and in basketball you have to work to get everything. If you want to get good at it, just work.
I would say that basketball is the only constant thing in my life in the past more than 25 years. So every week I'm playing basketball, once, twice, 3 times per week. This is what I'm doing since, I told you, 96, 90, 95, 96, and probably this helped me in a lot of ways. Basketball gave me everything, if I can say. Gave me the job, I've seen the world, I've been traveling, all my friends, almost all my friends, I've met them through basketball. It's a huge part of my life.
So basketball as a game in the whole of Romania exploded I think 10 years ago. And it was a boost where so many people started to play basketball, and it was a kind of a rush. It was on TV, it was on t-shirt, jerseys, everybody was getting basketball shorts, basketball shoes. It was a trend, right? So when trends come, people tend to adapt. Young people tend to pay more attention to it and something like that. So that's how it started, right? And now it's still ongoing.
Each court has its personality, you know, and Romania's. It's a little bit complicated to talk about streetball culture in Romania. Don't really. Obviously, the influence is the US. You know, we like NBA, we follow NBA, and we're crazy about it. But it's a big love for the sport. So I guess this is the common ground for all the countries. Nowadays, there is not something specific to Romania or to France or something, because you have access. You see people how they play. You see, back in the days, you need to find mixtapes of N1 and stuff like that to learn things. But now everybody travels. You see things on YouTube. You replicate them. So it's more like if something happens in one corner, next day everybody sees it and can do it. You know? I think the specific thing is the love for the game, and this is a constant everywhere.
Compared to outside basketball, like outside of Romania, here is much more. People come to play basketball after work. Like they had a rough day at work, they just come here to enjoy basketball and have a nice talk with the friends. Of course, we have professional players coming here as well, but it's always a nice vibe, and very rarely happens to like have a fight or something. Basketball is played in Romania to like for an escape from all the issues that we all have, and I just find that wonderful here.
Yeah, probably this is one of the oldest playgrounds in Bucharest, Politehnica. You see it like this. It looks good with lights and with a nice surface, but it wasn't like this. It used to be concrete with holes, and there were two courts where people were queuing for hours to get a spot. You know, the winner always kept the ground.
The court kind of evolved. Was the first official court of 3-on-3 in Bucharest, and one of the best players that started in Romania actually started to play here. So it's pretty legendary. So many generations passed through that court, and so many generations are still to come to pass through the same court. So it's pretty interesting to see how the evolution of the sport itself got until today. You know,
the legacy continues. It's still one of the most popular places, and is the place of a lot of tournaments.
Really famous. Everybody that plays in Bucharest knows the park from Tei in Studențesc. So all of us that play there really enjoy it there. We meet so many cool people that come there. It's a legendary court. It's a legendary court for Bucharest, for Romania as well. I never consider like teaching or coaching young ones, but when I see them like having fun and they're like rivaling each other, they want to become better. Some of them have an ego. Some of them are really good and they don't know it. Some of them don't have the support of their family or parents for what they do, because in Romania, if you don't have any support with your family, you can be the best player you can ever be. Like, you can never get anywhere with basketball. And that's, for me, it's something very sad. And I would like to motivate more young people with talent to actually show that talent to the world, and to have an opportunity to become better players, better version of themselves, overcome their fears, their insecurities. They can actually become better people.
My name is Leo and I play basketball for 6 years.
My name is Raresh and I started basketball 3 years ago.
Hi, I'm Florine. I have 18 years old and I play basketball when I have 7 years old.
Leo, he's like 13 years old. He's one of the most motivated and gifted players I have seen in Romania at his age. So I really want the best for him, like to become to reach his true potential. That's what I would like, for him to grow up and say, thank you for supporting me, thank you for being there with me while it was like really hard for me to pick a path.
I like very much team sports, and I would be like a very good player.
This kind of contribution for me in his life will be something really major, and I would really like for him to become a great player one day, to become a famous player in Romania and actually remember where he started and never forget where he actually started, and show others that this is possible as a dream. For Radesh, I think he also is a gifted player. He's very, very motivated. He comes every day, he trains.
I'm motivated to play better and I enjoy this process. Every day I train, and in the morning and then in the afternoon I play.
He likes it. He comes from school for everything like he does. Everything ends in basketball for him. He likes it more as a community.
I like that I play every day and I have a lot of friends at basketball and we play every day.
Because he loves the people that he plays with. He loves that he has something to learn from people that are bigger than him. He's very humble and he's very patient with himself. So I would really like for him to also to reach a certain level. Regarding Florine, he has like an interesting story. I know him since he was like very young and very tall.
Basketball for me represent escape from reality, and I play basketball for me and work harder to complete my dream.
He had the motivation to become a better player, even though he was stumbling sometimes. But I always enjoy the fact that he was like, every time that he was bursting out of rage or anything else that he was doing, he always like came back the next day and trying to become better and to learn what he did wrong, you know?
Earn money, play basketball in Romania or in other country. But for this, I will work harder and harder.
Training. So that for him as a mentality really changed his game, changed the way he acts as a person, and made him like become a really open guy, you know? Because if he's motivated enough and he proves himself that he can do it, he can prove to anybody else that he can actually do it, because he can do it, you know? That's what I think. And I really wish you good luck in your journey from here on. The court is like a new kind of court made by the mayor of Bucharest, and they invested a lot into it. They've taken care of it, and during the pandemics was kind of difficult because it was closed, and a lot of people wanted like to stay open because everybody wanted to play, you know, like wanted to play certain type of sports, and eventually they opened it. And once they opened it, like it was flooded. Every fucking day it was like at least 100 people on the court every day. So, you know, people just go there every day. Different ages, different generations, different people from different walks of life. So that's how it started, and right now it became one of the most crowded courts in Bucharest.
My name is Edie and I'm 23 years old, and I've been playing basketball since 6 years old. Basketball, for me it means an escape in many ways, an escape of bad energy, releasing the bad energy, also an escape from reality, because I imagine that in every game that I have a competition, it taught me discipline, it taught me to be balanced, it taught me how to be in a team, how to play in a team. It teaches you a little bit of leadership when you play with somebody that is not as good or as experienced as you. So yeah, I think it had taught me some things. It's my first time that I come to this court, but I've seen it before and I liked it from the beginning. Because you can feel the competition, you can feel the desire of everybody to win, and definitely I will return. I've played when I was little, growing up in Spain, but I would say that it's not so different. I mean, because we have it's the same goal. And I think that everybody develops, brings another traits when they play basketball rather than when they have their day-by-day life. And so we have in common, every country has in common those feelings when you play. So you can say that basketball unites us by the feelings that we produce.